Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Bonsai, Dr. Bonsai's Meme Emporium, and what we have here is a case for a joke that's gone too far. The Urbanmech LAM. Now, supposedly, the story that CGL is going with, or purportedly spreading, is that their factory overseas, their Chinese factory overseas, had an opening in a production slot. So they were like, hey, Catalyst, do you guys want it? And Catalyst was like, yeah. They said, what do you want? And the collective genius of Catalyst Game Labs, the absolute brain trust at that company, the best they could do was this. Not a regular lamb, not like a Phoenix Hawk lamb, something that would have been moderately useful, but this, which is like, they had to 3D design the parts, the mold. They had to approve art for this. This then was given to a factory where molds were cut and technology was applied, and these miniatures were assembled by hand. They were packaged, they were fitted for packaging, and they were, the box was graphic designed by somebody. It was put on a pallet. That pallet was put on a truck. That truck was put on a shipping container. That shipping container was put on a boat. The boat came here to the United States. This thing arrived at port in Georgia, apparently, because that's where the port where Catalyst does all their stuff through. Arrives to the warehouse via truck. That truck, and then the mail truck came from there, and it came from my state. And this is what we have to show for it. Which is like, yeah, let's get this over with. All right, so paperwork. And of course karma, because this little packet, little cellophane is hard to open. There we go. All right. So, Tate, Frida, I don't care. This person is irrelevant to me. Lucky and Bloodstalker and Bryn Bills. I will hold my peace about, whoever that seems to be. Oh, yeah. Oh, isn't he the guy, Randall Bill's son, running the Leviathans Kickstarter? Hey, Leviathans players, how's it going? I haven't heard anything from them in a really long time. You think are they done making them yet? Oh. Comments below. Then you have the AO7 Urbanmech LAM and the SUM1XLA. Whatever. This is irrelevant. This is a meme. This is a meme mech. This is something that you buy on store credit with store credit because the company that Catalyst hired to do their dice from the last Kickstarter didn't know what a right angle looks like. So here are the miniatures. So we have, oh yeah, that's fine. All right. So you have kind of the Gerwalk mode version, which looks like only works with these three little things. Oh my god, sorry. I'm trying to look at this through the lens of my camera as I'm doing this, and it's like really difficult. It's shockingly difficult because your depth perception is a little screwed up because of this. So I'm actually looking to the left-hand side of my camera while I'm doing this. So, okay, there we go. So that's the Gerwalk Urbanmech. You have the Urbanmech itself with the wings all tucked away. And it's just there. And then you have the mech itself where the cockpit is, by all appearances, sitting on top of the rear thruster. And you have, Jesus, look at this. They didn't even bother trying to clean those up. They're just like, nah, nobody's gonna buy this fucking thing. nobody's gonna waste their money on it. And you're right, I didn't. So there's that. And then there's that. I do like the flying stands. That's the only thing keeping this miniature from being, you know, absolute garbage in my eyes, is the flight stand is nice. So let's compare to the existing line of Urbanmech. So that is your actual Urbanmech. You have the Kurita the Kurita MRM version. Ugh, excuse me. Then you have the AC-20 variant. And then you have the new Dark Age iteration, which is the 3 SRM6s with the actuator enhancement, which is fine. And you have, of course, the best Urbanmech, the wrecked Urbanmech, which for me, this is still the best version of this miniature. So, yeah, it's, as far as I am aware, the rules are illegal. They don't work. So if you want to include this as a narrative thing, and you want it to be kind of like some sort of weird golden goose for your players to chase because it contains the secrets of LAMs, like, that's the only thing I can, like, stretch my brain and think how I can. Oh yeah, it doesn't even have a selling price, so this was probably some sort of like spiff from the Kickstarter, and they just probably ordered too many. But it's like, if you were gonna do like the world's worst, most expensive joke, this is it. So again, this is something, unless you really want this for a narrative piece, or you are just excitable for Urbanmechs, I'll be that generous and call you excitable for Urbanmechs. You know, get it, but practical gameplay wise, this is hot trash. Don't buy it. Don't spend your money on it. I wouldn't even spend store credit on it. I would wait until the other Lance packs hit the US after the Kickstarter lands, and just spend it on something else. But yeah, don't. Just don't. Like, I don't. Again, it's like the world's worst joke that has come full circle, when we could have had a Phoenix Hawk land, we could have had a Stinger land, we could have had a Wasp land, this could have been like a sampler pack of like three or four, it could have been a point of Protomechs. It could have been any number of different interesting, cool things, and this is the best they could do. So for me, because they put in a minimal amount of effort, it's 2 out of 5. But you know, if I'm not being generous, don't buy this. This is not good. So that's it. Go buy something else. Go play something else. don't play these Urbanmechs. Play something else. Play Alpha Strike. Play Battletech. Don't use an actual like Phoenix Hawk land. Those things are fun. They're not effective, but they're fun, which is a big difference. All right, take it easy, guys.